Frenchman's track is an epic track. It's challenging, it's a lot of fun. There's 2 major water crossings and there's a lot of low range along the way. But I'll tell you what, you've got to drive your vehicle to understand this track. It is awesome.
All right guys, this morning I got a message from the Gold Coast Whitecoats, the producers of the show. We're running out of supplies, we're running out of fuel. They've sent the Tough Dog recovery vehicle into town. So he left at like 5 o'clock this morning, something like that. So they've left us with this obstacle and said, with our 3 vehicles, we've got to get through this.
Well, the camper trailer, it's just going to hug the wall nicely. It'll put a nice coating of red along there, I think.
So you're into painting?
Yeah, I've done that before too.
What I'm thinking, and happy to hear what you guys say, is I want to run the larder through, turn it around, so we've got a winch ready if we need it. And if I don't make it, I'll have the winch cable out and ready to go to run to that tree down there.
Well, my car's not going to be able to snatch or winch anyone, so I reckon I go second.
All right, get this beast through.
So you're
Take me for a ride, will you?
Let's go, Rico.
So Rico's going to take this on first hand, no track preparation, just give it to it. Looking forward to seeing what happens.
Now drive it like you know what you're doing, please, bud.
No, I'm not making any promises, mate.
Yeah, that's the line, that's the line. You got this, you got this.
Here we go. Yeah, baby. Come on, Russia.
What's your mirror?
That's one heck of an angle. Yeah, beautiful. The mirror's caved in, mate. But the mirror didn't work.
Paintwork going on the other side.
Go, up it. Yeah! Go, Russia!
All right, let's turn this beast around.
Too easy.
Get it ready for the next sucker. I mean, victim. I mean, friend of mine.
Alrighty, so the Zoot is, I'm thinking it's probably going to tip up against this wall. Now there's not much to the roof and I don't want that to actually come off. So we're going to chuck some max tracks down into the hole where I think it might actually tip and basically kind of go over the top of that hole. 2 of them should pad it out enough and my car's not that heavy, so hopefully this will work.
Now, a little bit to your left.
Go leash. That's gotta feel scary.
This is one crazy angle.
On that line, yep. Keep coming that way. No, you're on.
Oh, that's close. Not the paint job. How did we not lose that GoPro? What a shot. I reckon that Max Trax bridge saved the roof there. Well done, Leash.
Oh, come on, baby. You can do it. Oh, yeah. That was a bit of fun. But that was definitely a very, very funky angle to be on in this tiny little thing.
Jamie's up next, and Matt and I are being good blokes and helping him out with a bit of track building.
Rick, where do you want it?
It's really hard to get good help, if you didn't notice.
Jokes aside, it's time to do some serious track work.
I think now that he's, as you say, redecorated the entry, I reckon he'll be fine. I think he'll get some funky angles with the camper.
All right, this will be a challenging one, let me tell you. The poor old trailer is my concern here. The challenge I got is the car's going to be down the bottom, the trailer's going to be dragged, and whichever way it goes, I can't do much with for the trailer. So we just have to follow it.
Okay, you probably want to follow my way. Oh, there you go.
The camera doesn't do justice to how steep this little entry is. Come on, Jamie. He's in and he's committed. Now it's time to drive and just get that camper through.
I do hate that.
Well, if the rangy doesn't stall again, that is.
Well, I've got to say that was challenging. I hope I haven't done too much damage, but it was good.
So guys, the producers have told us that we need to watch our fuel, so how's everybody going?
Yeah, I've got just under half a tank.
Yeah, a little bit over a quarter, but this gauge is questionable at best.
It's 52 k's to go. Do you reckon we're going to last on my 5 litre jerry and whatever we've got left to get the 3 cars there?
Yeah, well, I can always turn the aircon off.
Yeah, I think I'll be touch and go.
It's a bit rough up here. Rough in your car there, Jamie.
No, I'm watching you jump around, but no, I'm just soaking it up.
What about you, Rico? You getting the jumps like us?
I think this was Russia's version of a limousine. This is just lovely.
Here we go, the Wenlock leash.
Wenlock River. Finally, we got here.
Yeah, finally. I love this river.
The Wenlock River is the final challenge on the Frenchman's track, but it's not always the river that's the challenge.
That was a bit rocky, mate. That's good. I like it.
Oh, it's beautiful, eh?
Boys, I think we better get out and check this one. It looks a bit sandy at the bottom and a bit steep at the top.
Wow, this has changed heaps. Hey, last time we did it, we came down through there and we were getting stuck on the way down.
Yeah, I come down too, but I haven't been back up this way.
What do you reckon, Jamie? You reckon you'll get up any of these?
I can get up there, I reckon.
Yeah?
If I leave the trailer down here.
Yeah.
So what's the plan of attack then?
I reckon your one goes first. You got the winch. So you can winch yourself up and then you can help us get up.
All right, let's give this a go. Get through this soft stuff first.
Do you want to hear about our next or bust challenge? The Simpson Desert, a place that every four-wheel driver dreams of crossing. It's a rite of passage, a box that must be ticked, a bucket list adventure. But for our team, crossing the Simo by a normal four-wheel drive? Nah, that'd be too easy. This year our crew are taking it on, or bust style. Back in the 1960s, Reg Sprigg, along with his wife and 2 young kids, took on the desert in a G60 Patrol. Our crew have been given the task of crossing it in another vehicle that was available in 1962. Jamie and Jess have chosen a stunning Series 2 Landy that's proven itself across the desert multiple times. Borgie and Leash are doing it the hard way, in a 1943 Chevy Blitz. Will they get their rigs finished in time to leave for the desert? Will all our hosts make it to the desert? And will they all make it across the desert? I'm not telling you, you've got to tune in to find out. Simo or Bust, the epic 4-part series coming to you June 18. Check it out on Channel 10.
All right, let's give this a go. Get through this soft stuff first. That's part 1 out of the way, and now it's time for the steep, rocky bit. I have a feeling this is going to get interesting.
Oh, you got this?
Maybe.
Yeah, Rico.
You run out of puff.
You know how you hear about bananas up in exhaust? Well, you got it here.
Yeah, I reckon that'll do. I'm just chilling, waiting for the guys to get myself out of here.
Because of the angle he's on, all the fuel's flowed to the back of the fuel tank and the engine's died. So he's got a winch up here on battery only. Hopefully he can get to the top and restart the car.
You're not starting. Ooh, that's a lot of strain.
The larder isn't that heavy, but without the motor running, the winch is relying solely on Rico's battery. You know, the one that wasn't charging a day ago?
What we'll do is we'll disconnect you, and then that way you can at least get a roll start backwards, and then get some fuel back up, and then we'll be ready straight away to go.
tried to roll start it, but I think we might just be a little bit low on fuel. So Matt's thrown another 5 litres in. I'll give it one more crack, and if we don't look like we're going to make it, we'll winch the rest of the way up. Larder ain't beat yet.
Yep, it's on. Yep. Go.
Keep it going, Rico. You can do this.
Stop.
That was awesome.
That was good.
Hey, how good was that?
Okay, now it is time for the little Zook. Come on, baby.
Well, we're through the sand. Now it's the fun stuff.
Leisha's trying a line using every bit of grip those tyres can give her, but that bounce didn't help. Time for round 2.
Just hanging around.
Winch, you got me?
Yeah, I'm ready.
This one should be fairly easy. I don't think the winch is even working hard at all.
Well, the larders electrics are not up to winching a whole heap, so we're going to get in the Tough Dog recovery vehicle. Now what we're doing, because the Range Rover and the camper trailer are quite heavy, we've set up an extension strap up off that tree, hook it up to the back of the recovery vehicle. That'll anchor this so we've got an excellent recovery point.
Well, we'll let the fun begin.
Bring that big British beast through, Jamie. Just try not to take out a cameraman on your way through, yeah? Sometimes I wonder about you, Jamie. Give it some.
All right, winch it on.
It's a little bit dusty in here. Can you see the dust?
Jamie does need to obviously be winched up. Now, this is a bit of an older car and we don't quite trust those points on the car, so we are going to be putting 2 blankets on. We are also doing a double winch line pull. So what Matt's doing down here is putting everything into a pulley back up to a tree, and that's going to halve the load on that winch.
Okay, winching in.
This is a heavy recovery. 2.5 tonnes of Land Rover, plus 2 tonnes of camper and a boat. This will test out the gear. Lucky the Tough Dog boys heard all the commotion on the radio and came back down the track from the beer run.
So we're just taking it off the tree trunk here, and we're just going to go straight winch from here, straight up to the recovery car.
Come on, Jamie, keep it going, mate. We're almost there.
Right, it's up there. Well, Jamie's up, and that's the Frenchman's track done. I tell you what, this is something that everybody should come out and experience, but maybe come out with something a little bit more than a $5 car, because this has been extremely difficult.
Well, we're back on the blacktop and on our way to Brownwell Junction, and our next challenge, the old telly track. It's a long bit of road, and Jamie and I make it without any issues. Alicia and Matt, though, have fallen behind. I've been here before.
Yeah, I recognise a few of them plates.
So where's Alicia and Matt?
Again. They're behind the 8 ball again.
Yeah, I think they've been having a couple of little overheating problems with that Zook. And you know what? If they're not here by tomorrow, it's you and me up the telly, mate. All right, we'll catch you next week. Let's go get a drink, mate.
An hour or so later, Leash and Matt roll in, and the Zook is under its own power. Well done, Leash. It's been an amazing trip so far, and you know what? It's only the beginning of our adventure.
It is, and the next part is a part I've always wanted to do, the telly track.
Yeah, the old telly track. It's always got something to throw at you, and I tell you what, it's an awesome track, and I can't wait to see what we've got ahead of us.
Well, make sure you tune in next week, and if you want to see the bits we had to leave out, make sure you head to our Facebook and Insta pages. You can see all the stuff that didn't make the cut.
And I've been on corrugations in LJ80s, and they like to do 180s.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about the larder. It's solid as a rock.
With you and me in there, mate, it's weighted. The
You're pretty blurry.
Yeah, probably that's your eyes.
well, so Rico's alternator that we're modifying from Bosch, which was aftermarket, back to the original larder thing. Well, we don't have the right fan belt for it, so I'm making up I'm modifying a bracket here so that I can extend the the alternator out so that the fan belt we do have, which is a bit too long, can be secured.
If you want to see more of Cape York or Bust, make sure you subscribe.